who were Brian Jones's rivals. When we think of Brian Jones, we often picture the charismatic founder of the Rolling Stones. But who were the musicians and bands that stood alongside him in the vibrant music scene of the 1960s? Let's take a closer look at Brian Jones's rivals. In the early 1960s, London was buzzing with a revival of blues and rhythm and blues music. Brian Jones was a key player in this movement. He was not just competing with individual musicians, but also with various bands that were emerging at the same time. Among these were John Mayall, Alexis Korner, and the band Cream. Each of these artists was part of the same musical landscape that celebrated American blues, vying for gigs and attention. Paul Jones, who later became the lead singer of Manfred Mann, was also in the mix. He and Brian Jones even collaborated early in their careers. Another notable figure was Eric Clapton. He briefly replaced Jones in a band called the Roosters, showcasing the competitive spirit of the time. Clapton was a leading blues guitarist, and his presence added to the rivalry among musicians. However, the competition was not just external. Within the Rolling Stones, the dynamics were shifting. Brian Jones, who had founded the band and brought in members like Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, found himself in a complex situation. As time went on, Jagger and Richards became the dominant songwriting duo. This shift created internal competition and tension, leading to Jones's gradual marginalization within the band. The rivalry between Jones and his bandmates reflected the changing power dynamics in one of rock music's most iconic groups. While Brian Jones was initially at the forefront, he struggled to maintain influence as Jagger and Richards rose to prominence. This internal rivalry significantly shaped the band's dynamics and ultimately Jones's role in the Rolling Stones. In the context of 1960s nostalgia, Brian Jones's rivals representing the competitive spirit of the era. The music scene was filled with talented musicians eager to interpret and popularize American blues in the United Kingdom. Jones was at the heart of this vibrant environment, and his rivalries were part of the creative energy that produced some of the decade's most memorable music. So, to sum it up, Brian Jones's rivals included other prominent figures in the London blues scene like John Mayall, Alexis Korner, Paul Jones, and Eric Clapton. Additionally, the internal competition with Mick Jagger and Keith Richards within the Rolling Stones played a crucial role in shaping the band's history and dynamics. The 1960s music scene was a rich tapestry of talent, and Brian Jones was a vital part of it.